The journey begins at a harbor. Workers arrive with duffel bags containing 2 weeks' worth of personal items. The service vessel that will become their entire world sits at the dock 90 meters long, equipped with workshops, sleeping quarters, and dining facilities for 60 people. The psychological shift starts during the 2-hour journey offshore. The horizon transforms into an unbroken circle of water and sky. Many describe this moment as crossing an invisible threshold, leaving behind the familiar world of roads. The wind farm operates continuously. There are no weekends, no holidays, no closing hours. Radio contact with shore is limited and formal. Personal phone calls require satellite connections that can be unreliable. Workers begin to understand that their primary human connections for the next 2 weeks will be with the 20 to 30 people aboard their vessel. The first night aboard the service vessel marks the completion of their transition. Workers sleep in single-person cabins barely larger than a closet, listening to the constant hum of engines and the movement of the sea. Many report lying awake that first night, processing the reality that they are now completely dependent on the vessel, their crewmates, and their own psychological resilience. The alarm sounds at 5 a.m., cutting through the mechanical noise of the vessel. Workers have learned to wake instantly. There is no snooze button in an environment where every minute of daylight matters. Breakfast in the mess hall is deliberately hearty, prepared by professional chefs who understand that food quality directly impacts morale and performance. The toolbox talk follows breakfast, a mandatory safety briefing that reviews the day's tasks, weather conditions, and potential hazards. The supervisor reads from a prepared script, but everyone listens intently. This is the verbal contract that will govern how they manage life-threatening situations. Then comes the ritual of transformation. In the changing room, workers begin donning their survival equipment. Gangway extends from the service vessel like a mechanical arm reaching toward the turbine. The system uses hydraulics and computer controls to maintain a stable connection despite the constant motion of both the vessel and the wind turbine in the swells. Workers must trust this technology completely. It's their only path to and from their workplace, 260 meters above the ocean. As the vessel rises and falls with 3-meter waves, the gangway's tip remains perfectly steady against the turbine's access platform. Computer systems make thousands of micro-adjustments per second to compensate for the ship's movement. Workers learn to trust the machinery more than their own senses, which tell them that walking across a moving bridge in the middle of the ocean should be impossible. The offshore wind industry has created something unprecedented in human experience, a workplace that requires ordinary people to psychologically rewire themselves for extreme isolation, accept powerlessness as routine, and build their strongest relationships with people who share their unique form of exile. These workers have developed coping mechanisms, social structures, and mental frameworks that allow them to function effectively in conditions that would break most people, learning to find meaning in technical work performed under extraordinary stress while building artificial families stronger than many biological ones. The turbines they maintain will power millions of homes for decades, generating clean energy that reduces carbon emissions and combats climate change. Yet the individual cost, measured in missed family moments, strained relationships, and the psychological adaptation to permanent displacement remains largely invisible to the people who benefit from their sacrifice. Offshore wind work reveals both the extraordinary adaptability of human psychology and the genuine limits of what people can endure. These crews have pushed those limits further than most people thought possible, creating a new form of industrial work that demands everything from its practitioners. The offshore wind industry has created